Hello, Ulysses.
Hi, Rod. Hi, Rhoda. Could you hear me?
Yes. Actually, naka-ano tayo ha? Naka-live stream ha?
Kaya I went off. I turned off my video na lang.
It's okay. Is there people coming in also? Because I think they're more going to YouTube. Kaya rin nilagay ko sa YouTube para
Mas
makita rin ng
accessible.
iba. Oo. Makita rin ng iba. Hold on Let me, because I'm doing something, wait lang I'm going to, yeah. Okay, para makita natin. All right. So, let's see. Okay. Mhm. Nagtatry kasi ako dito nailagay in StreamYard. Pero parang tingin ko mas maganda rin ang Zoom or StreamYard also.
I haven't tried StreamYard yet, to be honest.
Oo, actually I tried I'm using StreamYard actually. But the thing is, meron akong license in Zoom. So, sayang kung hindi ko gagamitin. Ngayon, tinry ko siya. I wanted to do the screen share kasi in StreamYard, it's more friendly. Yeah, it's more friendly. So, pag Zoom kasi, pag nag-screen share na ako, hindi ko nakikita yung yung kausap ko. So, buong screen ko is yung slideshow. So, ngayon, hindi ko makikita kung may magko-comment or something. So, in YouTube, I will just check.
Parang mas maganda nga kapag YouTube na may live
Tingnan mo,
chat.
kasi nga, dapat ginawa ko StreamYard na lang. Kaso it's so late na nakita ko na dapat pala StreamYard yung ginawa kong platform. Anyway, we're here. It's meant to be. Okay. So, let's see. Check ko muna kung may mga tao na hello people out there. Ayan. Hello, Ultimate Explorer. Hi. So, hello, Miss Cynthia. Ayan na. So, nakikita ko na sila in my YouTube. Yan ang hindi ko kaya makita mamaya. Kaya kailangan dalawa yung gamit ko. Kasi pag slideshow na ako, screen sharing na ako, hindi ko alam kung makikita ko yung sarili ko or magsasalita ako. Anyway. So, just say hi in the in the YouTube para makita ko kung sino yung mga nandyan. And let me know if you are a foreigner or you're not speaking in Tagalog, or para I can, level up myself kung I'm gonna go straight to English or we can go on Taglish, okay? So, because I invited so many people here also to see the, the introduction of Theta Healing. Hello, Miss Sylvia. So people will come, Okay. Anyway, so maybe I'm going to start para mag-start na tayo. Alam mo, ano ko lang to, parang second time ko palang gagawin tong via Zoom. Anyway. All right. So can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay. Sige, I'm gonna do the screen share na para makita ko rin. Dito ako titingin pag may question ako sa Mac sa kabila, hindi sa screen ko. So just type on the chat box in the YouTube from where are you and which country are you, or are you in Dubai, are you in Philippines, or are you in somewhere else? And then if you have a question, just let me know later, or sometimes na kapag if I'm discussing and then you wanted something to know, just free to ask lang. All right. So let's go. I'm gonna do the screen share. Okay. So let's see if you are. So people in the house, you are in Raise and Rise with Rhoda, and I'm here to tell you all about the introduction to Theta Healing. Okay. All right. So let's wait. Okay. Ayan. So Ulysses, you can see me naman, di ba? No.
Yes, I can see you po.
Okay.
In Zoom.
Kasi ako, wala ako nakikita kahit isa. Yung ano lang ko lang, yung screen
baka
ko lang.
Baka yan yung...
Oo, baka ito yung ginawa kong setup lang, or hindi ko siya nakita sa settings ko.
Yep.
Anyway, I can see them. So, this is an introduction to Theta Healing. If you wanted to push your life through getting to a practitioner, or you wanted to enhance your life, maybe in physical, mentally, health, spiritually, this is a go-to modality technique. So introduction to Theta Healing, I called it like a tool to discover your limiting beliefs. So, and then when you discover your limiting beliefs, you will be having an awareness how to change it and put yourself to an empowering one. The beliefs can be changed into empowering one. It just have to be channelized in a different form, or different phrase, or like a download. So I will tell you about it as we go along. So if there's any questions out there, just park it or type it in the chat box in the YouTube. Okay. So about me. So I am Rhoda Soriano, and I'm the founder and owner of Raise and Rise, which is having all about alternative, holistic, including essential oils, and we teach self-empowering modality, which is the Theta Healing. So I am a certified essential oil coach, and I'm a board certified holistic health practitioner from American Association of Drugless Practitioner. And I'm a certified instructor and practitioner. So, I'm going to tell you about the founder of Theta Healing. So, this is the founder of Theta Healing. Her name is Vayana Staibal. So Vayana Staibal, she's a world-renowned spiritual healer. She's very intuitive since she was a child. She was raised up in a Catholic orthodontic religion. So, and then she had faced so many different kinds of religions. So, parang multi-level yung kanyang alam when it comes to religious belief. Okay. And then she conducts the seminar all over the world to teach people in all races, meaning all races, all belief, and all religions. Kaya ano ka pa, kung anong race mo or kung anong religion mo, either you are Muslim or not, or kung ano-ano yung mga belief mo, you are open to learn the Theta Healing. And she has trained teachers and practitioners working all over the world. Actually, we are in more than 150 countries na, and estimated is like 500,000 practitioners worldwide. Tapos a part of them are instructors like me. And Bayana is the one teaching herself, and daughter and son. When you want to be an instructor like me, she's the one teaching it personally. So it's either before the pandemic came, she usually go on different places. Like she went to Dubai, she went to Switzerland, Japan, Malaysia, Turkey, and many more countries. So she's going in and out of different countries. And when this pandemic came, Theta Healing was not supposed to be taught online. But then she had a way to teach it online, including the practitioners and teachers, so we can reach out many people who are, looking and, searching for a technique that will, give a fast and instantaneous changes in life. So, and another one, Vayana also created this Theta Healing technique since 1995 during her own journey of health. Actually, she had a tumor, a 9-inch tumor in her leg, where she instantaneously healed it. As in, on the spot, when she performed the Theta Healing technique, she healed it. So the doctors doesn't even know how she was able to heal it. And then she discovered that the emotions and belief affects us on a core, genetic, history, and soul level. So when she had knew these things, so she developed, a process how we believe, why these things happen to us, why do we create problems, and why such things are hard to manifest, why such things are hard to create or something. And she also do this process to, to understand really the creator's energy, creator's plan on how you can make your life, the greatest as you want to create. So, why do I become Theta Healer? So when I was, when I came, actually, I am already intuitive since the beginning, mga 16 years old. I was already an intuitive person. I can see things differently. I can see different, hindi ko alam kung entities or something or anyway. So anyhow, when I came to Dubai, of course, when you go to different country, I am an OFW. Okay, so overseas worker. So I work in a corporate world where I am an admin, secretary, and become senior executive assistant. And then behind that process of my career, I'm building a health crisis. Kumbaga, different forms of illness. I'm a sickly person that time. Every now and then I have headaches, I have symptoms. I even experience panic attacks. And the thing that made me go to meditation and these alternative things is when I had I was diagnosed as having tachycardia, which is like an arrhythmia with rapid heart rate, So I went to different doctors here in Dubai and even in St. Luke's in Philippines. So all tests are, negative. Wala silang makita. They have given me stress tests, everything, and every test they have given me. And then when this health crisis came, the doctor in Philippines, because I've been hospitalized in 2 hospitals here. So when I went to Philippines and do the general checkup, kasi we're Filipino, so I'm more confident that the Filipino doctors might see what's happening to me. And then out of a shock, I was checked in St. Luke's Hospital for 3 days, and super ganda ng room. And then the doctor said, eat all you can, eat all what you have to eat. Like meron akong mga lechon, all the fatty food, balot, anything. And then I said to him, why am I going to do that? Because we want to know what's happening in your body when we do the test the next day. So I ate all of those things. And then on the next day, here comes the test. Everything was normal. So the doctor was saying, all I can give you is an aspirin. And then I said, so what's happening to me? The doctor said, I think you're just stressed, And I said, oh my gosh. And then this illness comes to me when I returned to Dubai. Kasi akala ko okay na ako eh. So when I came back to Dubai, ayan na naman siya. So lahat marami siyang I have different kind of attacks. Even when I'm driving, if the stoplight, I'm gonna be on a stoplight and it stops, I'm feeling like I'm gonna die because my heart is pounding. It's beating fast. So I try to, the song of Don Moen, like God is good. I just open it and then raise the volume just for me not to feel the panic attack. That's how traumatic am I. So I don't know what's happening to me. And then another one is abundance thing, So when you are in abroad, everything you want to save money for your family, for yourself, for your future plans. It seems that nagkaroon ako ng health crisis, and then the abundance thing is syempre on the next thing, kasi when your health is in danger, of course your your wealth will be in danger also. And then another one was my relationship. I had so many like a drama queen, family, siblings, like husband. I'm very happy that husband is okay here, because wala akong problem. But when I have relationship with other people, I have so many conflicts, so many doubts, these things. And when I research, because when I research for alternative things, because I've been in many doctors already, so they don't know what's happening to me. And then I was one doctor had diagnosed me without even test that I'm depressed. So sabi ko, this cannot be. There must be a way. How can I, remove everything that's happening to me or change everything. Then one day, I was browsing in the internet. I saw the Theta Healing class. So the Theta Healing class is so expensive. It takes like 3 days. And in here in Dubai, it's like you will have to pay like 2,000. That time it's 2015, 2,100 dirhams. So it's most likely like 27, 26,000 in Philippines. So pesos yun, pesos. So I'm thinking, it's like, siguro this is my cue because maybe there's something in it why it is expensive. So what I did is I didn't go to that class yet. I look for a person who's doing the Theta Healing session to me for me to feel na maybe this is for me. Okay. So when I did this Theta Healing session, it seems that there's something different about this Theta Healing session. You know why? After the Theta Healing session, I move and go back to that class and told the teacher that I'm in because the next day the class will start. So that's the start of my Theta Healing journey. And I tell you, it shifts everything. 3-day course, 3 days is the basic, and then 3 days is the advanced. So it takes like one week and another week. But then after I did my basic and advanced, things shift. A shift meaning I can handle now if there's anything that panic attack comes to me, I know I can overcome it. And then abundance wise, health wise, or the wealth wise, I know there's something in it for me that the universe can give. And then in the relationship, I have lot of how you call it, patience and perseverance and tolerance when it comes to having a relationship with somebody or having just friendship, or I understand them very well. And um even the sibling rivalry, the parent, mother, family thing, which most of the family have, I learned to forgive. That's the greatest thing I learned in having a Theta Healing. You know why? Because I wanted to share this one kasi I didn't know that I'm going to teach, and I didn't know I'm going to practice this in other people. My goal only to go to this Theta Healing is for me to heal, not to teach or not to practice it to anybody. But then there is something that keeps me motivated to share whatever I learned in this Theta Healing technique. So let's go to what is Theta Healing. So Theta Healing is a class, a seminar, a course that you will be getting a certification and be registered in the Theta Healing Institute of Knowledge that is in Montana in US. So it's a certified class and licensed one to do such practices and teaching this modality. And the other one is this is the only one institute that is teaching Theta Healing. So if you find other Theta healers that doesn't have any certification, be aware that you cannot be considered to learn or learn so much kasi nga they're not certified. And this institute is a very nice, has a very nice platform, because when you are certified with them, you are protected in any way. Kaya pansin nyo, all Theta healers, they're so they're plenty, but then they are so preserved on giving all the informations, because when you are in the class, you will learn so much of what you are, of what you are. So this is the only institute that's teaching theta healing, and us, we can teach it online, and then we can teach it also face to face. So what's in theta healing? So we'll see the meaning of what is theta healing, what is theta brainwave, what is the belief and feeling work, what is the feelings and belief downloads, and how do you manifest. So these are like the basics of theta healing. This is what we do. So it's very simple, and yet you will see how broad it is. Okay, so what is theta healing? So theta healing technique it's a meditational process that we use the theta brain state. So I will let you know later what is theta brain state. So we use the brain waves of our state, to focus and do this technique. So it creates physical, psychological, spiritual healing on a focused prayer through the energy of all that, creator of all that is. Meaning it's always a prayer, it's always coming from the energy of love, coming from the energy of the higher intelligence. And theta healing is not specific to any religion, any sex, any race, age, color, because it was it we believe that we can embrace all when we are teaching theta healing. And also we are also hand in hand with doctors, because we believe that doctors are a great way in terms of emergency things, giving you treating the symptoms, but then we are helping them go to the root cause. I will tell you later why. Okay, anyone can do this, can learn theta healing, as long as they believe in God, Allah, Buddha, higher intelligence, life force, anything that's more higher than you, any higher intelligence. Okay, so also in theta healing, we intuitively teach you how to see, feel, sense what's going on inside your body and in the space you are in. We are very good in body scanning. We can scan everyone, but always in the intention of love. And we can scan a place, a space, an office, a house. We can feel and sense what energy it has, what can you get when you enter to that space. We can easily see it and feel it intuitively. So we teach this in theta healing. So you will be having an awareness on what are your blockage meaning it's a belief that limits you from going to a certain point of decision. Or sometimes a simple belief is like you want to go on, like to travel, you want to go to travel, and then in a certain place, but that certain place gives you some like fear na your friend went there, but then something happened, but then you wanted to go there, but then it stops you. There is something behind there, a limiting beliefs that stops you. And then by that belief, we can change it into empowering one. So you can go ahead and do whatever you want without fear. Usually limiting beliefs are like fear that's holding you or that's keeping you to be stuck, or just, stillness, And the other one is you allow yourself to heal emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. Because sometimes we feel that we feel like this because of this person. We feel sick because of what these things happen, or we feel sick because it's a genetic, it came from my family, that's why I got this illness. So you will know why you have this, and you will learn how to release it from yourself. That's how wonderful theta healing is. And it helps you to create, attract, and manifest the life you love to live. Meaning, in theta healing, we will sharpen how you will imagine yourself, visualize yourself on getting your goals to be achieved. Because we're going to change all this limiting belief, the patterns that you have, maybe in your life, in your past life, or any lifetime that you've had, you think that you have. If you're so intuitive that you have, my parents told me that I have this and they have that and blah, blah, blah. And then when you're going to do something, and then it keeps you holding up back because they told that the parents had this same experience, we can even immediately pull it out and send it to God's light. So another one is theta brainwave. Okay. So theta brainwave. So theta healing is measured by electroencephalograph. So usually when we have courses, there is a machine that was placed in the head of some of the students, and then we measure whether they are in a theta mode or not. Because theta is the brain state where theta healing tap into your feelings, belief, and subconscious. So let's talk about beta. So beta, when we're talking, our brain state is in a normal flow, 14 to 30 hertz, We are talking, it's just beta. But when you are in a prayer meditation, in a yoga thing or something, you go to alpha. And then when you're sleeping, a deep sleep, that is delta. But theta is between alpha and delta. So theta will be in the middle of alpha and delta. This is the state where you feel like you wanted to be awake, but yet you're so sleepy. Have you felt that? I'm sure you felt this when you are even studying or even listening to teacher or even in the office, that you force yourself to be awake, but then you are so sleepy. So that's the feeling of theta. And then the gamma is, these are so superhuman brainwave where you can do the impossible. Or sometimes, for example, a fire in the house. There's a fire. Then immediately you have to get one big, like a refrigerator. You were able to lift it. And then when the fire was already off, when you're going to take it back or return it, you cannot even lift it. These are the superhuman ability. And we believe that theta and gamma comes together when there is an instantaneous healing. For example, when we're doing healing in a certain person who has an illness, terminal illness, cancer or something. And then on the spot, when we're doing session, and immediately on the spot, they felt different. And then on the next day, the doctor said their cancer is gone. Their brainwave went to theta gamma. So that was the very, very strong, and making the impossible possible. So that's how the human brain works, of course, with connection to the creator of all that is. Okay, feelings and belief work. Theta healing is is known for digging. Digging is it's like taking out or getting what's in you. You have to dig, investigate. We're like investigator, when we had one-on-one. I'll tell you later how it works. So feelings and belief works. So in Theta healing, we have 4 levels of belief where the belief comes from. So the core means these are the belief where you were raised when you were a child. So what are the common beliefs that we have when we were raised by our parents? That life is hard. You must really, really work hard for you to gain, success or something. Or sometimes when a person or a child was raised in a uh, a molesting, the love is like they will hurt you. When you say to a person that I'm punishing you because I love you. So the belief of a child will be love is a punishment. I must be punished to be loved. Or you slap your children and you said, you know why I'm doing this? Because I love you. So for that child to believe that love hurts. So these are one of the limiting beliefs that we are absorbing, knowing also that we are when we grow old, we are applying it in our life. Another one is genetics. Genetics, common belief of genetics is illness. For example, my mom died of breast cancer. Then you have a breast cancer. Oh, it's a genetic because they have it, so maybe I will be having it. That's a belief also. And also like other things that the ways like they're always doing this, it's a habit that they something like they have this habit. That's why maybe I'm having also this habitual, And the other one is history. So history is like, belief and feelings in your land, in your collective, in your group, in your society, in the consciousness. One example for the limiting the belief that has came in the pandemic is the big C. This C can kill many, the fear of getting sick because of this big C, that you cannot move on because of this big C, So anything that is coming from a group consciousness or the belief of the land, the religion, the culture that limits you, these are the belief. And another one is your soul level. Soul level is where from the higher source you came in here, and then you feel like, oh, maybe because I'm like this, that's why I'm being punished. Or maybe I haven't done my purpose, that's why I'm stuck here. I don't know really my purpose and I am useless. When you feel something that is bigger and then you cannot even have you cannot even overcome it, that's really the soul level where you are limiting already. And sometimes people tends to take their own life because of they cannot take anymore what's happening in the whole being of their life. So these are the levels of belief of Theta healing, where we pull out all these limiting beliefs. So your core, your genetics, your history, and your soul. And Theta healing is very good also for the downloads. We have feeling and belief downloads also. So Downloads are the feeling and the definitions that you don't have. For example, like what I mentioned is love hurts. So that child learned from his childhood that for him to be loved, he or she must be hurt. So love for him or her is when you feel hurt because you're slapped, you are being punished, something like that. So what data healing does is we pull out the meaning of this love hurts, and we're gonna replace it and teach that person what is the real truth, creator's truth of what is love from the definition of God. That she knows also the meaning of love, and she knows also how it feels like to be loved. Because most of the people, they know what is love, what is kindness, the meaning. But do they know how it feels like to be loved or be kind? So these are the things that we pull out in the cellular level, because there is a receptors in every one of us in our cells has a receptors. So if you don't have a receptor for feeling love without the need to attract people who will hurt you, you cannot even download it. That's why we're gonna ask, God creator to make a receptor for you to have that, so that when we give it to you on a cellular level, you will allow it and be in your system, in your cells. So what happens when people are giving downloads while we remove these negative beliefs? So when a person being removed by a negative belief, it's like a sponge, sponge is like we squeeze, but as it's like a tweezer. We tweak out all the thorns, and from the thorns, the feeling is relieved, right? So when we pull it out, we pull out, things that, not serving you well, that we pull out the feeling of, I have to, you know, what believe, I have to feel painful or hardship before I feel the success. Or sometimes, um, there are lots of people, what is this? There are lots of people telling themselves that, kapag hindi ako nahihirapan, hindi ko na-feel na parang worth ako. Hindi ko feel na, hindi ko pinaghirapan, kaya parang baliwala lang. So you mean, everything you wanted to do, kailangan mahirapan ka? See? That's how the belief of a person works in his or her daily life. So whenever we have download this, things in every cell, in a cellular level of our body, and when we download it, it also connects to your brain, your neural pathways. It's gonna be connected that you have this already, and you will feel that, oh, okay, that's better now. So we are very good in the positive and negative belief. We're gonna pull out the negative belief, and then we're gonna put you a positive one, so you can, go freely without any conflict, confusion, or creating drama in your life. Because us human beings are, we love drama. We love the spice of our life, because if there's no spice in our life, it's not thrilling, it's not adventure. That's how the human nature works on, So once we did these things, the download and feeling and belief work, positive and negative, we go to manifesting. So after those download and feeling belief, we go to manifesting. So we ask, we see ourselves, we learn how to imagine, ideas, solutions on how our how our family be, be, what do you call this? Be open to us on giving all our ideas. We can manifest good things through our family, So you being you can manifest that I can see myself with my family doing this, It's gonna be a good harmonious relationship with the family. Also, you can also manifest and imagine and attract healthy health, a wealthy, healthy health, So by this technique, the Theta Healing Technique modality, you can shift things immediately, even in your health. And another one is love, relationship, any kind. It doesn't matter if it's a brother-sister relationship or a loved one, love life, or something, any relationship. It will give you a deeper perspective of how to love, how to be loved, how it feels like to be loved, and how it is safe to be loved. And you will know how, to explore and give love to anyone without the feeling of being drained, without the feeling of feeling that you are abused when you love someone. These are the things that we feel, and I feel certainly when I did my, Theta Healing journey. And success. Usually people, usually this is a part where they really want manifest money, manifest success, So what we teach in Theta Healing is, okay, when you manifest something, make sure that you're ready doing it. You're ready to receive it. And make sure that you feel it, you feel it before you manifest it. It's like, Vayana was saying, she manifest of getting something, a sports car. She was manifesting a sports car, and suddenly she had the sports car. And then when she sat on that sports car, they're a bit bigger person because they're Americans, Native American Indians. And the husband was so tall. When they went inside that car, both of them, are so, um, they cannot even fit in the chair. And then when they drive, it's very uncomfortable, So they were laughing at each other and they said, I manifest this one without even letting me feel what it feels like to have this car. Now the universe have given it to me. What am I going to do? I feel I'm not comfortable sitting in this. So what they did is they sell it out. So in Theta Healing, we can do manifest things immediately, but we have to be ready. We have to be prepared on everything, physically, mentally, emotionally. That's how we teach it, So what happens if you are in Theta Healing session? Hello, Ultimate. Okay. What happens when you are in a Theta Healing session? So a Theta Healing session is like one-on-one. It's like you can make it face-to-face, or you can make it via Zoom online, or any platform you want to. So basically, the practitioner, or the one who's gonna be the healer, and the client will be talking to what is the issue, what is the problem, what is the concern. And then what we do is we connect to the creator, universal intelligence, life force. We are famous on going to the seventh plane. We have a Theta Healing roadmap where we teach Theta healer, or person, how to connect, getting all your energy from the Mother Earth and going at the top through the creator's energy, going to the layers and layers of light. And we have a 7th plane of existence, which is taught in the class. So I'm going to give you basically what is the 7 planes of existence. So the 7 planes of existence are, the first plane are the minerals, rocks, soil, crystals. The second plane are the plant kingdom. These are only the second plane. The third plane is the human and the animals. And the fourth plane is the spirit world. And the fifth plane are the masters. These are Allah, Buddha, Jesus Christ, the ones that are, the blessed things, Mother Mary, something like that. And the sixth plane is the law of the universe, law of karma, magnetism, law of cause and effect, law of compassion, law of time. There are so many laws. And on the seventh plane is the creator of all that is energy. Is the creator of all that is. So we tap on that seventh plane to see all what's happening in a person's reality when we are in the session. Okay. Then after that, we intuitively scan the body of a person, so we can see what's happening when the person tells that I have this, I have this issue, I have this problem, I cannot do these things, We can immediately see what's happening to her body or his body. We can see bacteria, fungus, parasites, we can see microbes, we can see things, we can see virus, and sometimes we can see feelings, floating feelings, we can see blocks, dark spots, and we can see lights, everything, we can see them. So we trained theta healers to do that intuitively, So after that, when we scan the body of a person, we identify the limiting beliefs. That's where we go to the digging session. It's like a one-on-one conversation. We're going to ask, dig, ask, investigate, ask, dig, and it's a one-on-one conversation, thing where we will go to the root cause on how it came first. Where's the belief coming from the very beginning? And it's always, when a person is having an issue with money, the bottom belief or the issue will not be the same as the money. Money is on the top, but on the below, it's not about the money. Most likely it's, worthiness issue, readiness issue, or deserving issue, or sometimes feeling of, nothing, something like that. You will learn it when you go on a class, or if you go to a theta healing practitioner and have a session. So after we do those things, we pull out, we cancel, we delete, and resolve in history level all these limiting beliefs. So when we're pulling out, when we are removing, when we're resolving, we are healing also your past generations and your future generation, 7 years back and front. Meaning, for example, I'm always being abused by my boyfriend because he always hurt me or physically hurt me or something. Then we found out that the belief of that person was love hurts, because when she was a child, she was molested by the father. So the father was saying, I did this because I love you. So for her to pull out that feeling and belief, we must go deep down to where it came first. And then after that, we send it to God's light and then complete all these things. And then that's how we resolve it from the generations. For example, the father of that girl has an experience from his mother, far beyond. And then, ancestral level. So this one, it will be cut from generations back and forth. And then after we did that one, we are now going to the download. We are whatever we tweak and remove these thorns, from her subconscious belief or something. We replace downloads. We replace different, feelings, belief that love, unconditional love, trust, something, and because we were pulling it out from the subconscious belief. Subconscious belief plays a big role in your life. Your conscious awareness and subconscious are very, very different. Your conscious is the analytical mind, the decision maker, only has 12%. And your subconscious, which are the cells, how you breathe, how you do automatically doing, it plays like 88%. One sample of conscious and subconscious belief. You don't know how to drive a car. Consciously, you don't know how to drive. So when you learn how to drive consciously, automatic, you're driving already, you have a habit of driving. Once you are doing it automatically, it goes to your subconscious belief. So imagine yourself when you learn how to drive and years has passed and then you want to drive again for the first time, you still have it. Same as the subconscious belief. Subconscious belief has all these memories and feelings stored since you were a child, or even in the DNA level where it came from ancestors, where you get where it came from collective beliefs. All of these beliefs are in your DNA. So we pull it out from the DNA perspective or cellular level. And after that, the healer, the theta healer or the practitioner will witness the healing coming from creator through the client on every levels, the core, genetic, history, and soul, every level. And from there, after that theta healing session had done, most of the client felt lighter, felt happier, felt something was removed, a heavy feeling was removed. And sometimes they are motivated to do, different things in her life or in their life to move forward. And how to become a certified Theta Healer practitioner? Well, Theta Healing class has the ABC. So think is the one giving certifications through us. So as I am a teacher, so when you do the basic and advanced course, usually this basic and advanced are we have something like mapping where it's a price where we cannot we can only go down until $400, but lesser than that we cannot go down because the enormous knowledge that you will be having and you will learn in this class is so huge. And when you have when you're going to be a certified theta healer, you'll be getting manual certificate, and when it's online you will be having an online manual, and you can buy your book on the Theta Healing store or or in the Hay House, same as the advanced. So this can be online and face-to-face. But for me, I'm teaching in the Philippines area and in Dubai. I can teach in Dubai face-to-face, but in Philippines, I do only online. I do also a session, one-on-one session. I have a couple of clients in Philippines that's a regular one that asked me to do courses, and sometimes sessions back and forth. So ask the feedback from them, and you will know how theta healing works, because this modality technique is so fast when you are when I had this, I remember when I had the session, after a week, some changes happened. I was not aware that it was changing for a better, but changing of something happened. And I can explain why it happened. It's like a miracle. Miracles are the things that's not supposed to happen, but it happened, and the impossible things can be possible. So I have an upcoming Theta Healing seminar, which is in November 25 to 27. So you can message me, or I'll send later the link where you can go directly to the thing and register there and do those things. So this I have also in December 9 and 11. So these are the things I am teaching. Yeah, hello people in the YouTube. So if you have any questions, I am open to answering it now. So I'm going to close my sharing button. Yeah. So this is an amazing tool to live the life we love to live. So I'm going to close this button, and then let's go for, questions. If you have any questions, I can, entertain them. Yeah, if you have any questions. So,
Ms. Rhoda, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
You were speaking about something like energetic thorns a while ago. Were those are the energy those energetic thorns, are they belief systems that you were able to pull out from a person, and where do you usually get that? Because
okay, usually this like thorns, right? Energetics. Usually, as an example for me, when I went to a Theta Healing course, I have relationship issues with families, with my siblings, with my parent, with all of these things. And then it keeps me in some way that I cannot move on, or move on. Every time I do something, it obligates me to remember the pains and things that they have done. That's why it's like a part of my revenge is not to do things for the better. What we do is, for example, if you feel stuck, or if you feel something that's bothering you, and like an issue that why is this problem keeps on repeating to me. So when you have these things, some of it are stuck in your belief. So you have a negative belief on something. That's why when we do the feeling and belief work, we're pulling it out. For example, I'm gonna ask a person, she's sick. Okay, so why are you sick? What benefit are you getting from this sickness? And then the person was saying, no, nothing benefit. And then suddenly she will tell, when I became sick, my family takes care of me more than I ever thought. So she wanted to heal, but subconsciously she was keeping the illness because she was being nourished. And I asked her, if you will be healed, what will it be like? She said, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be okay. And what will happen next? And then she said, maybe I'd rather be like this. I said, why? Because maybe if I'm going to be okay, they will leave me behind again. So these thorns that she was asking, that the sickness is like a thorn to her, but she doesn't want to release it because she's gaining from that belief. So when when I ask her, are you really okay to be healed? Do you really want to be healed? And if she said yes, that is the time I'm going to ask her to pull out that negative belief that would you like me to pull the feeling and belief that my sickness, I have to be sick just to be nourished. I have to accept and allow myself to be loved and be sick at the same time. Then when she said yes, that belief, I'm gonna pull it out energetic. I'm gonna imagine it, pulling it out in every cells of her body and send it to God's light. And from them, I'm gonna replace it. I'm going to replace it to the feeling that I'm gonna, download her. Can you give me permission to teach you Creator's truth or God's truth of what is nourishment, what is love from the Creator's perspective? That your love and God's love are the same. Because sometimes, love has many definitions, but most of them are different from each other. And some of them can benefit a person and some of them cannot.
So it's like what God intends for a person, it might be different. It would be case to case for them.
Yes, it's very different from a experience basis of a person. That's why one size not fits all. So in a one-on-one conversation or session, you will be aware of that belief, a person's belief is different from the belief that you have when you are a child. Because um, when we were a child, we were raised that, happy family, loving, but not all children are raised like that. So when you grow old, when you grow up, whatever we believe from 0 to 7, 0 to 9, most of that reflects on our belief. It's, our belief is a mirror of life.
I do agree.
Yeah. So that was the one. So if you have any questions, ayan, Banang, hello, Jean, hello. So hindi ko na siya na nakikita kasi nga naka-zoom ako. But I can see them. So yun yung usually natutuwa ako kasi when I did my Theta Healing journey, I thought it was only for myself. Kasi I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal my health. And then, it's like a domino effect. I did my health and the success came. And now I'm helping others to do the relationship. Kasi, I didn't know that I have so much limiting belief in my life na it keeps me like, I don't want to move forward. And right now I can feel and sense that I am more forgiving than before. Before, everyone irritates me. Ngayon, I know how to handle them differently because I know if they do this to me, there's something ongoing with them. And I have something going on sa sarili ko if I attract someone to hurt me, if I attract someone to abuse me, if I attract someone to do these things to me. So it's all, it's easy to point out others, diba? Because of you, I became this, but everything that we experience in our life, we allow them to happen. It's like more self-empowerment. Theta healing technique is a very like spiritual science technique where you combine the spirituality and science together. Because we were when I did the intuitive anatomy class, it's like the intuitive healers, every illness, every disease, discomfort, we can feel it, we can sense it, and then we know what's going on in the body. But the only thing we cannot do is we cannot diagnose. what we always tell our client is, you have to visit a doctor, because if I see someone and I'm doing some healing or something to them, and I see something, I'm gonna ask that person to, why don't you pay a visit to your doctor and check these things? But I don't. We're not. We're not doing a diagnostic test, and we have something like muscle test, where we for example, if a person doesn't believe that I have this, she has the belief that I don't, she said, I love myself. Why? Because I can make a practitioner, and maybe you can sense that the person is not really loving himself. But we are not supposed to tell that you're not loving yourself, because otherwise they will slap you, because person is in denial always, right? So what we do is we ask them, if it's online, we ask them to stand up and then go and stand up. And then we tell them to do the muscle test. And then we say these words. And then they were shocked, because they thought that they don't have that belief, but the body agrees that they have that belief. So it's a muscle test of the Theta Healing, where it validates what belief you have. Same in face to face. We have something like this. We will open. We will open this. If it's yes, you cannot open it, and if it's no, you will be open. You can open it, easily. That's how we do it. So,
Hey,
hi
thanks, Miss
Jen.
Rhoda.
Yes. Huh?
Thanks, Miss Rhoda.
Oh, if you have any questions, just let me know. Kasi it's a very, very good, how you call it. For me, this is the fast and instantaneous modality that I've learned. You're Reiki, diba? I'm Reiki also, but this one, I can combine both of them. Yeah. So, hi Jen. Nakikita ko lang sila through sa So, thank you very much to all of you. And till next time, I'm already, how many minutes have I done? Okay. So, naka-ano din ako. Isang oras din pala ako.
A little more than an hour.
Yeah,
About
more
an
than an
hour
hour.
and 11 minutes.
Oo. Kasi nga gusto ko lang siyang i-record kasi marami talaga nagtatanong about introduction. So, this is more of like the introduction of Theta Healing, and this is just only a tip of what you will, learn when you do the basic and advanced class. So these are the things so always remember to yourself that if you can create sickness, then you can create healness. Healing. And then if you can create, negative thoughts, you can create positive thoughts. Diba? But the thing is, the only thing that, blocks it is the limiting belief. Even if you do an affirmation over and over again, but then that limiting belief is still in your cells, in your neurons, in every part of you, and we did not able to pull it out, it's gonna happen again. That's why sometimes affirmations for some person doesn't really work. Doing affirmations, you have to do a belief work. Okay. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you in YouTube people. Thank you for listening. And this is the Theta Healing introduction. And salamat sa mga nanood. And if you have any questions, even in the replay, you can just chat or put comments below, and then I will answer as best I can. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Ulysses.
you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you.
Rhoda. Have a
Thank
great day.
you. You too.